Hey guys, Ultra Maximus here, and back with another 3D review. This time, we're going to take a look at Piranha 3 Double D. Woo! So I picked up this movie, what, day or two ago? Not too long ago. Picked up at Walmart, a little drunken binge. I'm like, let's see what's at the Walmart. And I found this, and it was $15. Okay, sure. We'll take a look at it. You know, the first movie was actually pretty fun. I picked it up at Walmart. It was $25, and it was way better than it ever should have been. It was real fun. It was cheesy. It was lighthearted. It was well done, and the 3D looked really, really good. So I'm like, let's take a look at the sequel. Well, this did get a theatrical release. However, it wasn't really done so well. So let's take a look at the packaging. We'll take a look what's inside, and we'll talk about the film. So here it is. This is the DVD case for Piranha 3 Double D. Now this one's a little different than the first one because the first one was in a clear case. This one obviously in blue, standard Blu Ray 3D. And we got some random chick on the front with big boobs. 3 Double D. This is a multiple pack. We got the 3D Blu Ray. We got a Blu Ray, a DVD, and a digital copy. So this is a 3 combo pack. Got here in the front. Woo! I love this at the bottom though. Double the action, double the terror, double the D's. Pretty cute, pretty funny. It was a good play. The back, we've got, this is what's in the combo pack. Here's my Blu Ray 3D, here's my Blu Ray, here's my DVD, and here's my digital copy. And here's some people that's in it, and all that kind of good stuff. Special features include filmmakers' feature commentary, the story behind the Double D, the Hofftastic world of David Hasselhoff, Busey's bloopers, Wet and Wild with David Koechner, and I can't never really pronounce his name. Deleted scenes, a lesson with John McEnroy, and that is a Dimension short film. So, and then of course it's got the, you must have the glasses, a Blu Ray 3D player, and a 3D TV to watch this movie. So it's a Weinstein Company film, and it had limited release this summer. I think it came out around June or so, early June, maybe late May, and it popped out in the theater. It was here in Indiana very briefly, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and I was like, oh, I'll just wait for the, the Blu Ray 3D. So I picked it up and watched it, and I'm like, ugh. We'll talk about it. Inside, you have your digital copy of Piranha 3D. And it is actually a pretty decent set because we have the Blu Ray 3D disc right here, and it is painted, which a lot of companies, including Walt Disney, do not paint their 3D discs. They make them black and white, but they didn't paint it 3D, so that's very nice, very cool. And it's a flip case. The Piranha Blu Ray edition, Double D, right there, painted, which is nice. And then the DVD edition is just straight, which, okay, sure, for a DVD. And the digital download is, well, a download. So that's the way it is there. Very nice. We can work with it. And then on the back, we got an advertisement for Scream movies. Kind of makes sense. Weinstein movies, horror movies, all that kind of stuff. So, all right, this film, it's an okay movie. First impressions, because I really, literally, just took this out of the disc player, and I'm like, it's okay. It's not awesome. It's not fun. Well, it is fun. I'm not gonna lie. It is fun, but it's not like, oh wow, I gotta own this, and I must have this. It's a sequel to a crappy movie. Yeah. They try to put too much plot in it. I think that's the problem. You got a bunch of young kids. They're kind of goofy looking, and the girls are cute. Lots of nudity, especially at the beginning. There are two characters that look identical. Two nerdy guys, and it's just kind of like, wait, I thought that guy was over there, and no, that guy's there, and there's this cop. He's supposed to be a cop, but he looks like he's 21, 22, and he looks like that half mongoloid from the Twilight movies as the werewolf, and he's a jackass, and there's too much. They got this like lake thing going on, and they're trying to put this plot with these kids and love story, and then they got this fun park. You start off with the fun park, you go to this lake plot, and this lake plot's really kind of annoying, and you go back to the park, and it picks up a lot, and all the parts in the lake suck ass, plot wise. All the parts in the fun park are pretty fun to watch, and people are gonna die. And that's what you want. It's a Piranha movie. People are gonna die. Yeah. Now, Gary Busey is in the film. He's kind of the initial guy that dies. And like in the first one, we've got Richard Dreyfuss from Jaws, who kind of dies right at the beginning. Gary Busey's that guy in the beginning. I like Gary Busey, and I like how he's kind of crazy, and the way he dies, and he bites this fish's head off, and it just wasn't as fun as Richard Dreyfuss. It missed something. I wanted more out of Gary Busey. And then we also have Christopher Lloyd playing the same character from the first one come back, and they're talking to him, and he's got a piranha, and he's got a sheet of steel, and the thing goes through a sheet of steel to get to a frog. I'm like, you can't get out of the fucking aquarium? Really? I'm like, that was kind of iffy. But actually, I will tell you that Chris Lloyd did a good job, and his character was fine, and his is one of the better characters. The best character in the entire movie is David Hasselhoff, playing himself, quote unquote. Best part of the movie, David Hasselhoff, all the way. He did a great job. He was funny. He was sarcastic. He nailed it. He was the high point in the film. Absolutely. The other characters are kind of meh. They're like low-budget versions of CW shows. You're like, you really don't care they live or die. And the girls, you really just want to see naked. It's the way it is, I guess. Yeah. So, and who else is this? Koshner. Yeah, Koshner, David Koshner. He's so fucking funny. And he's got a good spot in the movie, and his parts are pretty decent, but they're kind of pushed a little bit in certain spots. They needed more of him and more of the other B-list, big-name actors in the movie to kind of really push it. This has nothing, like the first film was so lighthearted and fun, and it wasn't trying to make it something that it was. The first movie was like, hey, we're a campy film, we're in 3D, and we got some fish, we're going to eat people. It was what it was fun, and it worked. Ving Rhames is also in this, and his parts are pretty funny too, but again, it's kind of forced into the movie. This movie's, it doesn't capture that first Piranha 3D fun that what it was. Now, the absolute best thing I can say about this movie in 3D, they did film this with 3D cameras, and it's very obvious because the 3D, fantastic. This looks better than Men in Black 3 3D. It looks better than Spider-Man 3D. It looks... I'm not going to say it looks better in Avengers 3D, because Avengers 3D looked really, really good. But you could tell this was not a post-3D film. They actually used 3D cameras with this movie. So the 3D looks amazing in the film. That's the best thing I can say about this movie is this is one of the better 3D movies. And the first Piranha, very good job with 3D. This one, actually, I think, is better in 3D than the first one, technically. So the technical 3D does look better in this. Although the piranha fish are a lot smaller than they were in the first movie, so that's kind of weird. So, I'm still iffy about this. I'm just kind of, Is this something for kids? Absolutely not. Do not let your kids watch this movie. This is nothing but a tits and ass movie with some gore in it. It's not the horror movie that the first one was. There was a lot more gore and a lot more violence and a lot more horror in the first one than this one, which is sad because I really wanted some more horror in this because the movie just didn't have the fun that the first one did. Is this something you want in your 3D collection? If you are a B-movie buff, if you like low-budget horror movies, absolutely. It's $15. It's cheap as hell. Yeah, the 3D looks very, very good. This is probably one of the best 3D movies for $15 you're going to see that has the worst plot ever. Would I recommend this for your 3D collection? I can't say that. If you're a horror movie fan, if you like cheesy horror movies, sure, pick it up. It'll get cheaper. This will be probably the first $5 3D movie that we see. Absolutely. Do I recommend it for a family? Absolutely not. Too much nudity, too much graphic language. It's just, all around. So movie. I was disappointed in the film. I expected more to be cheesy and fun and lighthearted, and it just did not capture what the first film had. So there it is, guys. Piranha 3DD, double the disappointment. Get it? You see what he did there? Bazinga.